Greetings ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here, welcome back to the channel. We are in Secret World Legends because Secret World Legends has just been updated this week to bring the Agent Network system into the game. So yes, the Agent system is now live and everybody's kind of doing it, and I've spent the last 2 days or so just messing around with the system, trying to get the hang of it. So this video is going to be a brief overview about what it is and how do you go about, getting agents and what missions and, just the basic stuff. And for those of you that have played the Secret World or Secret World Legends in the past but have kind of quit the game, hopefully this video is going to be informative for you, to find out what this system is and if it's worth coming and checking out. But for those of you that are playing Secret World Legends, you guys are probably already knee-deep in, just as I am, and you probably have your own opinions already. So hey, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below about what you think about the system so far. Anyway, let's get straight into it. What is the Agent Network system? How do you get it? Where does it start? Well, first things first, you gotta be level 15, I think, and once you come back to the hub of Agartha, you should get a mail down here at the bottom right. There should be a mail there, and it's gonna start the tutorial on how you get your first agent and how do you send them on missions and everything. Now, because I've had this character, level 50 guy, for so long, I can't really confirm if you have to come to Agartha and get the notification or not. And I guess a lot of the players also are pretty much at end game already. So the minute we log in and come to Agartha, you should get that notification. So what that tells you is to hit the P button, P for Pearl. Once you hit that keybind, that's going to open your Agent Network panel, and it's going to look exactly like this. So this is what the Agent Network panel looks like. Let me explain. In the middle here is going to be your roster of agents. So all the agents you collect in-game are going to appear here. And I think based on the information that is out right now, there's about 40 agents that you can get via playing the game. And I think they have plans to introduce more agents as the game progresses through different areas, story chapters and whatever. But for now, there's 40 in-game that you can get right now. On the left side are missions. Now, I've already, like I said, I've already started sending out my agents on missions, and I'm just gonna have to collect my rewards there. But as a new player, or if you're logging in for the first time, or a returning player, once you get to this screen on the tutorial, all you gotta do is open up your inventory, and you should see an Agent Dossier. It's gonna be in blue color, and you're gonna click that, and that's gonna add the agent to your roster here. And I'm gonna have a little tiny video playing somewhere on the screen there just to show you guys what that looked like, because I'm kind of recording this in game, but I have pre-recorded footage from other characters that have done this as well. So hopefully I'm going to cover all the basics here. Other than that, on the right side of the panel you'll see an inventory slot. This is where you can put in, or when you pick up booster packs or something like that, there are agent boosters that you can buy for Aurum. You can get agent gear, and then you can equip said gear onto one of your agents to send them out on missions, because that's going to improve their chances and whatever. So I guess we'll get into missions real quick. So I'm just going to collect my missions here. This one's complete, and it says mission complete. The pickup: what a horrible day for the member of your faction. Your agent decided to attack the wrong vehicle, and in doing so has allowed the Phoenicians operatives to escape with the package. So even though it says mission complete, it didn't really do well. So when you send an agent out on a mission, there's going to be like 2 or 3 different results. You get an outstanding result, you get a mission success or a mission complete, and the better one obviously is going to give you more XP or more yields, I suppose, more rewards, because these icons down here, these are resources. At the bottom here you can see, bottom right side, I've got intel, supplies, and assets. At the very beginning, when you start sending your agents out on missions, they don't really cost resources, but you do bring them back depending on the success of your mission. And I suppose at later levels, your agent can get levels. You can see mine here, the faction recruit is already level 4. So the higher you'll level, you're going to unlock more tiers of missions, and the higher tiers will require resources to send them out on. So it's a good thing to stockpile on your resources early on. So all you gotta do is hit the accept button, and that's done. Now my agent's back in my roster. It no longer has the blue icon there, which simply means he's out on mission. Let's go ahead and collect the other one as well. Again, mission complete, so it's not great. Thanks to the failures of your agent, the situation made front page news. The afflicted children were picked up by the Council of Venice for inspection, and the performer has gone missing. So no extra stuff here, but I did get 1 supplies and 1 asset as a resource back. So I'm gonna hit accept. So that's just the completion of a mission, what that looks like. Now, to send your agents out on mission, After the tutorial, you should see like the 2 slots open here. All you gotta do is click to view the missions, and this is gonna bring up all the current missions that you have. Now, it's gonna look confusing because all these things, what are these PlayStation icons? You got the circle, you got the triangle, and then you got the square as well. These are basically just stats, because when you click on an agent in your roster, you'll see that they have stats. So the triangle is prowess, square is adaptability, and the circle is ingenuity. So different agents, and again, there's 40 of them to go collect, will have different stats. And then you can see their gear slot here. And then on the right side of the roster, you'll see what kind of special powers they have, because in certain missions, you can get a bonus if, you know, the power matches. So like mine is faction training, that's the fist icon, and let's just say this mission here, that bonus applies because it has the fist icon too. And these icons are just basically what stat, you know, the mission will require. So if your agent has the highest stat, which is prowess here, like this one has, then I'm gonna do way better. So how do you tell? Let's just say the truck stops here. Let's click on that, because this is prowess and my agent has prowess of 25. So that's my highest stat for this faction recruit. So let's go ahead and click on this mission. See, 83%. That's the success rate, estimated success rate, because I've had experiences where I could still do poorly on a mission, even though the success rate is pretty high. So the cool thing about missions is there's lots of flavor text. So the story here, intelligence report on an Orochi weapons supply truck is en route for delivery to an encampment located north of the Blue Mountain. If these weapons are delivered, it could give the Orochi an advantage in the region. Send an agent who's willing to get their hands dirty. So basically, 83%, I'm probably going to pass this. Time duration down here. So mission and requirements, you'll see that it doesn't take any of the resources that I currently have, but I will get 1 asset for doing this mission. And it's going to take 15 minutes. And again, the bonus is faction training. I'll get the extra supply here simply because I do have faction training on this faction recruit. So I'm just going to click send and done. Now my agent is on a mission, and you can tell by the timer ticking down there that it's on a mission. That's how long it's going to take. Now, if you want to speed that up, then you can hit the Orem button and expedite the mission, so it's going to instantly complete the mission. And if you don't want to wait, but from what I've seen so far, when you do that, there's a higher chance of your agent getting fatigued, and fatigue will have a separate icon. Like when your agent comes back to the roster, you'll see it turn into like a red, and it needs to rest. And to recharge your agent's batteries, you got to pay marks of favor, I think it is, but I do know they kind of reduced that cost, or they removed the cost for the time being. So that's just for the faction recruit. The faction recruit is going to be the first agent that you get from the tutorial. This is going to be the one that's going to be in your inventory. And, you know, again, the flavor text is pretty decent. Subject is the latest recruit to your faction's order. A young and determined individual. This agent is, you know, blah, blah, blah. You can read that on your own time. But there's 40 different agents, and each of them have their own different biography and everything. That is your level, basically, currently level 2. The more missions you send them out on, the more XP they gain. The shorter duration of the mission, the lower the rewards, and the longer the duration of the mission, the better the rewards. But the success rate, you know, is going to fluctuate a lot. So I'm going to send my other agent, the second agent, Thomas Grady, out on another mission. So let's go ahead and click that. So the other thing about missions too is that these are just daily repeatable missions. There is some variety of missions, and you'll notice that there is a timer here right beside the mission icons. Like this one is counting down 18 minutes. That simply means when the time is up, this mission will go away and another one will take its place. But more often than not, you're going to be doing largely the same type of missions over and over again until your agent hits level 13, because that's when you unlock tier 2 missions. So at the very beginning, lots of repetitive missions, and you can tell by reading the flavor text, because a lot of them will, you know, you'll see the same ones pop up. So let's go ahead and send him on a long one. And the other thing is, at the top here, you'll see the number 1 here. So that's basically tier 1 missions, I think. And then to the right, there's a thing called special missions. Now, special missions are once a week missions that are guaranteed to be successful. Doesn't matter what level your agent is. Doesn't matter what gear or no gear that you have on the agent. As long as you send him on a special mission once a week, you are guaranteed to be successful. And the reward for that is going to be purple distillates, 2000 cc, I think. These 2 in my inventory, these are from the weekly missions. So it has a 6-day timer cooldown, 6-day CD once you do it. Now you gotta wait till next week to do it again. So let's go send Thomas Grady on another mission. His bonus is charisma. You can tell by the heart thing there. And is there a place where it's going to tell you what those icons mean? I'm sure there is somewhere here, but the more you use the system, the more you'll get familiar with what the different icons is. So I think charisma is this guy's. Yeah, that's his bonus here. So what mission can I send him on? Like, unlike my faction recruit, which has the higher prowess, Thomas is more of a creative guy, so his ingenuity is 29. So I don't have any circle type missions here, which is going to play to Thomas's strength. Adaptability is his next best thing, so that means something like this. It came from below, 64%. If I were to do the first one, that's 69% actually, so that's actually not bad. That's going to give me intel as a resource for a bonus objective. But the thing is, the requirements doesn't match. Bottom one, 69%, but this is 4 hours long. But the longer the mission, the better the XP as well. So you have to pro and con. Am I going to be on Secret World Legends for 2-3 hours of just playing in-game, doing elite dungeons, doing raids or whatever? If so, then I could just take the shorter duration missions and do it that way. But if you're like me, that I play so many different MMOs, I can just do the longer ones, which means I don't have to check in as often. So I'm going to go ahead and send him on the 4-hour mission. And then here you can see the rewards. This one's going to bring you back some distillates. This one's 200cc, 200cc for both, and 69% success. So let's go ahead and deploy agent. And that is it. That's what the system is. Passive time-based progression. Send your agents out on missions. Let them go collect experience points and bring back distillates and shards. I saw some missions. Let's see some of the rewards. Yeah, we got anima shards here, 90 to 90, and these rewards are just rudimentary basic tier 1 rewards. I haven't seen what the higher tiers look like because it's a pretty slow system to progress. It's not like you can get to like tier 5 in a day or 2 days. No, it's going to take some time to actually build up all your agents in terms of levels and stuff. So that is basically missions, y'all. I am a patron. I'm a GM on Secret World Legends, so that means I have 1 extra mission slot. But for those of you that are playing for free, I don't think you would see the extra mission slot here. So I think patrons get 3. I'm not sure if you can unlock more, but free-to-play players, you probably have 1 first, and then once you get your agent to like level 2, or if you get a second agent to drop, then another mission slot will unlock itself. Now again, inventory, I already talked about this. This is going to be where you can gear up your agents with agent-specific gear, and that's where the slot is. You have the slots here. It doesn't affect your inventory. It does not affect your space in your inventory, but if it overflows, then it's going to go into your inventory, so always be careful about that. And that's basically the agent system in a nutshell of how you send them on missions and what you got to look for. Let me just see if there's anything else here. Yes, so you don't only send them out for missions and stuff. Once you have an agent that hits level 25, they can then start affecting your character because they do have like support abilities. And I think you can put oh man, lost connection to the server. What the hell? Let me just log back in. Alright, we're back. That's funny, lost the connection there. So where was I? Right, so when an agent, let's just say Thomas, right, when he hits level 25, he unlocks his support ability, which again will affect your character. So what is this support ability? Down here, at level 25, his passive ability is he does 3.5% hammer damage. So he's going to give your character 3.5% hammer damage. And you can, I think, you can slot up to 3 different agents to give you all their passive bonuses, and at level 50 you get better ones. 980 plus health is the passive ability at level 50. So I think, yeah, you can have like 3 agents supporting you at one time to get those passive bonuses. And that's basically it. Once this becomes unlocked, you should see something here, 25 and 50. And it's a long, slow way all the way up to getting your agent level up. I mean, just luck of the draw, I suppose. That's the agent system in a nutshell. And again, for those of you that are part of the MMORPG world and you guys played a bunch of different ones, this is so similar to, let's say, World of Warcraft's garrison system from the Warlords of Draenor expansion, or the class hall system with the champions in the Legion expansion. Probably also see it in Neverwinter's crafting system, where you're sending off, passive people to go do things for crafting. Same thing with Star Wars: The Old Republic, you're sending your companions away to do things for you. So in that regard, it's very much similar to those other games. Of course, they had to monetize that with the you can expedite the mission, just finish it up as quick as possible using the Aurum. So that's that. Now, how do you get agents? Again, your first agent, the faction recruit, is given to you for free. I got my second agent, Thomas Grady, through doing questing. So there's a few different ways to get Agent Dossiers to drop. So they drop in Dossiers. And I gotta say, they're super rare. Like, the drop rate for me has been absolutely terrible. It's just so low. And it took me a long time to try and get my second agent. And, you know, thankfully, the RNG Jesus kind of looked down at me in pity and just, you know, drop one for me. But there's a bunch of ways to get them. The first way is through doing missions. Not just all missions, but only action missions, the ones in red. What's the other one? Sabotage missions, that's it. Sabotage missions, so action missions, sabotage missions. You can also get them from the 6th boss chest in Elite Dungeons. You can get them from the New York Raid story mode. You can get them from the scenario chest, regional boss chests. And I'm not sure if I'm missing anything else, but that's basically it. And you can only get them from Savage Coast onwards. I don't think it drops in King's Map. So Savage Coast onwards, any action and sabotage missions, if you're doing the PvE content, is going to give you a chance to drop an Agent Dossier. And how can you tell if the mission's going to drop it? So there's going to be a tiny video playing on the right side of the screen here. When you go and pick up a mission, or when you're trying to hand in a mission, you'll see the blue icon of the Dossier there and says this quest or whatever has a low chance of dropping an Agent Dossier. That's the most common way that people are going about trying to get them, and that's how I got my second agent, Mr. Thomas Grady over here. And yeah, I've been doing that for 2 days. I spent about 10 hours in total just doing all the action and sabotage missions from Savage Coast all the way up to Kaidan, and I only got one agent. That's my drop rate numbers. I mean, it's inconclusive, it's RNG based. You may have better luck than me, but so far it's so slow trying to get, you know, agents, and there's 40 of them. So the other way to get agents, if doing the PvE content, you can't get them from PvE, by the way. They don't drop any Shambhala or whatever. Next best way to get them is from the auction house. So I think, yeah, the first thing that shows up is agent already. Just hit search, and you'll see a bunch of people selling Agent Dossiers. These are pretty expensive too. Like this guy, Aleski Volkov, this guy's going for like 500k marks of favor. So if you have the marks of favor and you don't want to grind for, you know, doing all those PvE stuff to try and get one to drop, or if your luck is bad, just you can pick them up for marks of favor. Somebody's actually selling gear as well, so this is what gear looks like. Crystal Ball. Equipping on an agent would give this increase their ingenuity by 10. And remember, your agents only have 1 gear slot, so you can tweak their stats by equipping gear and whatever, and that's 40k. That's if you want to increase your ingenuity. So the third way of getting Agent Dossiers is through buying. So back on your, you know, network panel, you'll see this plus icon at the top here. When you click on that, ta-da! It's gonna bring up the Aurum shop for agents, and you can buy booster packs. One booster pack costs 125 Aurum, 5 for 625, and 10 for 1,250. There's this post on the forums, on the new Secret World forums, which again I applaud. That's pretty decent Funcom. I like the new forums. But there's a new post on the forums of somebody. I think her name is Quick Rose or Rose Quick. Sorry if I get the name wrong. But they spent $200 on the agent boosters. That's 192 booster packs in total. So out of 192 booster packs, which cost $200 US, they only got 1 purple, which is a rare agent. 1 in 192. So the drop rate in game is already pretty, you know, hard to get. So from the booster packs, they also look like the RNG is not in your favor. So that's the third way. The fourth way finally is through achievements. If you open up your achievement panel here, I think you can get 2 more agents by collecting stuff. So here you can see recruit 39 agents, and that's going to give you as a reward a new agent dossier for Kelly James. I believe there's one more as well that you can get an agent from. Is it here? But there's 2 agents that you can get from completing achievements. And of course, the last way is if you bought an agent pack using Aurum and you didn't like the result, there's a new vendor in Agartha, the Shady Vendor or something it's called. Where is he? It's gotta be here somewhere. There, that guy, just standing there. He's known as the Shadow Trafficker, and you can sell stuff from the booster pack that you didn't like and get this hexa coins. I think that's what they're called, hex coins in return. And using hex coins, you can just buy an Agent Dossier just like that, or you can buy supplies and gear reward bags. So that's that. If you bought a lot of agent booster packs and didn't get what you want, you can trade them in, or you can sell them for hex coins and then buy whatever you want. So that's how to get your agents. And you know, again, for me, I haven't really had much luck with drops. I've been doing a lot of the PvE content. Never imagined that was going to be this hard, you know? So I guess I'll save my opinions until towards the end of it, where I'll share that. I suppose let's go ahead and I'm going to buy some packs. I'm just going to do it. Let's just see what the drop rate is to try and get an agent. So hit the P. I have 1,006 Orm, I think, in my inventory, and I got these simply by exchanging marks of favor for Orm on the exchange, and I haven't used them since my review way back in August last year. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase 10 of these boosters, and let's see what the results are. Alright, let's go ahead and buy 10 agent booster packs, and let's see what we get. Now, the whole idea of trying to get buying an agent booster pack is, you know, just to up your chance of getting a dossier to drop, because, you know, the more agents that you have, then, you know, you can send them out on more missions, obviously. Because the thing is, I don't know about other people out there, but the drop rate, again, is very, very low. So there's still some people that have been doing this for 2 days and still have not gotten an agent to drop. So if you're frustrated, want to spend money, you can. I'm just, like I said, somebody on the forums bought 192, only got one rare epic quality agent, which was Carter. And that's the thing, some of these agents, like, you've never heard of Thomas Grady, and you've never heard of the faction recruit. It's just like a basic agent for all the 3 factions. But there are named agents in there that obviously you want, like Nasir. He's an agent, and his bonus stats are great because he does give you a 7.5 or 7 or 7.5% assault rifle, you know, passive damage increase. So that's pretty handy if you're using assault rifle, and it's kind of lore appropriate too, because Nasir and his dancing rifle, it's a thing. So there's Carter as well. Carter's pretty popular, of course, and she is hard to get, and there's a bunch more. So let's go ahead and buy 10 booster packs. Let's see what we get here. So 1,250. Ouch, it's gonna take me a long time to get back that orb. But here we go. There we have it. It's in our inventory now. So while I'm recording this, let's just hope the RNG Jesus is very kind to me. Let's open the first one and see what we got. I'll be damned. Oh, there we go. So hovering over the agent booster is going to tell you all the agents that you got. So under the epic quality, you've got Deputy Andy, Hayden, Montag, Carter, Nasir, Montgomery, Amir, which is great for those of you that use elementalism. I do, and Amir does give you the passive bonus to elementalism once he hits 25 and 50. Oriel, Mihas Blaga, and then there's a gear reward back for epic as well. And the most common thing you're probably going to get is a gear reward back just for gearing up your agents. And in the rare category, which are the blues, I don't recognize anybody there. So it's the epic ones that you want, because these are NPCs that you know of that's going to join your agent roster. So please, first one, give me Amir or Carter. I don't know. Let's get something. Just a dossier in general. Here we go. Ah, an agent bag. A gear reward bag. I'm not going to open that yet. Come on, dossier. Yes, I got a dossier. And this one is Astrid Mikkelsen. Okay. And you can see the cost of, you know, if you want to sell that, how much that's going to earn you back. That's 4 hex coins, and gear bags, nothing. But you got to open it first. Come on, give me another dossier. No, that's a rare quality gear reward bag. 7 to go. Dossier. No, another green uncommon gear bag. 6, 5, 4. Another dossier. This one's for Dex Regan. Okay, never heard of this guy. 3, 2, not one epic so far. Last one. So that's it. I bought a booster pack, and I got 2 dossiers, and these are the normal rare quality dossiers, so I guess they can drop from the landscape. And gear backs. Now it's important to note, like, you saw those dossiers in the auction house. those are from landscape drops. If you got them from landscape drops and you never right click on them to add them to your roster, then you can sell them off. But if you bought them from the booster like I have, you can see it's character bound, so you cannot sell these. You can only trade them in to the shady guy over there to get your hex coins. Let's go ahead and add these 2 new people to the dossier. Astrid Mikkelsen, ooh, nice. So very bluey, I guess. That's just to show the rarities of this one. Here's some flavor text. So the subject is an elite historian who specializes in Norse history and elements of the supernatural. She travels the globe, collecting research and data to generate information on the origins of pre-Christian religions and cultures. Her studies and adept skills in element. Oh, this isn't. Oh, she's an elementalism damage person. That's gonna be so awesome because my main weapon is element. Okay, so RNG Jesus did favor me today. Her high stats are ingenuity, and the other 2 are decent as well. But I can always gear her using one of the gears that I got from the bags and whatever. So that's cool. I'm gonna hit accept, and boom, she's now in my roster, and she takes first place simply because of her name starts with A, and then you can just sort that out by whatever level or stats. Let's go ahead and add the other guy, Dex Regan. So this guy is okay, what is he? His stats. Again, ingenuity. I seem to be getting a lot of people with ingenuity, but this one's pretty good too. At level 25, his passive is, it gives you plus 2.5% damage. And then at level 50, gives you 980 health. So decent all around. He's a paranormal investigator and television personality, known as a fraud. Judging by the hair and everything, this guy kind of looks like Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures. I don't know if that's what the I don't know if that's what the devs were going for. But he's a popular celebrity. Awesome. So let's go ahead and add this guy in as well. And there we have it. That's the roster now. I've got 4 agents just by spending money. Or, of course, I didn't really exactly spend money. I exchanged it via the exchange. But that's one way to get more Agent Dossiers, is you could just buy a booster pack. And the thing is, now I've got 4 agents and only 3 mission slots. So later on, I guess there's going to be more ways to add mission slots. So now that I can send one more out, let's go send Astrid, because I like her. I want to get her up to 25 to get my elementalism damage. So this one seems interesting. This is ingenuity, which is high end. And oh, before I actually send her out, let's open some gear. Let's see what the gear bags do. Okay, rare gear bag. That is an occult lexicon. This one, if you equip an agent with it, it will increase their ingenuity by 15 and their adaptability by 15. That's a pretty high stat amount. Next one. Military grade breaching robot, increased prowess and adaptability. So that's what gear does. You just put them on your agent, it just increases your stats. This one is increase their adaptability by 30. So you'll have to look at the mission and see what it requires, and if you want a high success rate, then you can equip one of these. I'm not gonna open the green ones because I'm probably not gonna use them, because if I've got the blue one, I might as well, right? I mean, 4 right there, just nice for all my 4 agents here. So I'm gonna give Astrid the one with ingenuity here. So I'm just gonna use the book because that's 15 ingenuity and adaptability. So boom, it's in the gear slot now, and you can see that it's gone up. Now, setting her on missions will be pretty easy. If I hit like this one, for example, 100%, because I've got the gear now, and I'm guaranteed to get the rewards, and it's gonna be a decent mission, I suppose. Other than that, well, if I go for adaptability, 80%, again, because this is not her primary stat or whatever, and the mixed one, I still have a very low chance of getting it done. So that's what gear can do. You can alter stats just by having gear on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the first one. The cat's out of the bag. Madame Roger is asking for assistance. So the mission flavor is gonna bring in older NPCs into the picture as well. So that's pretty fun if you like that kind of flavor text stuff. Due to the series of visions she received, she feels the worst may have happened to one of her cats. I've actually done this one like 4 or 5 times already. So again, pre-level 13, Agent 13 that is, before you can unlock more tier missions, you're going to be doing a lot of repetitive type missions. I'm going to deploy her. And, oh, faction agent's back. Let's go ahead and pick this up. Mission successful! So that's what mission successful looks like. Earlier on, you only saw mission complete, but this is the mission successful, which means, it's way better. So impressive. Not only did your agent stop the weapons delivery, they also managed to steal the entire truck and its supplies. And that's only worth 225 XP, and that gave me 30 to 300 anima shards. Let's go collect that. That's like 140 anima shards was what that was worth. So let's just go send another mission here. I'm gonna try and use Dex now. Let's just take this one. Looks like a better anima shard, but actually the faction recruit has a 50% chance. So I'm gonna send this person instead. As for a gear slot, again, you can drag that and put that in your inventory there, so it doesn't hog your bag space. And that is that. So to boost her chances, I'm gonna try. This mission is all about 15 adaptability. I know there's one that gave me high adaptability. Is it this one? Yep, by 30. So equip that. Boom, 100%. And this one's going to take an hour. But I'm guaranteed to get the anima shards and the just the full XP, I suppose, for meeting the objective requirements. So let's go ahead and send it. And that's it. Now I've just got one more extra agent there just sitting around because I can't really send. I'm out of missions. That's the agent system in a nutshell, you guys. So, first things first, opinions. Let's get to it. I've been doing this for 2 days. Agent drop rate is really, really low. It's for some of you that may not be a problem. For me, I think it's going to be a problem for a lot of the player base, simply because if this agent system were to come out when the game was launched, where everybody was still at level 1, progressing to level 15 and then 30, and you only get them to start dropping at level 15, the dossiers that is. The thing is, now that we're all 50, we have to go back and redo all these missions, action, sabotage missions, keep doing dungeons and whatever, just for a chance for it to drop. So in a way, it's kind of like shoeboxing is to go back and redo the old content again, which we have been doing for so long now. Even pre-Secret World Legends, we were still redoing the old content in the Secret World. So this, it's kind of sad that, you know, I have to go back and redo all those repeatables again to try and get one to drop. Out of 8 to 10 hours of doing that, I only got one agent, by the way, then that was Thomas Grady. For new players though, or returning players, you probably will not feel that, because as you progress through the game, naturally, 1 or 2 is going to be dropping for you. And the thing about the agent system is, the way I look at it, they created it as a long-term progression, you know, trying to future-proof this system in the game. So at the moment, you know, it's not, I don't think it's meant for players to start getting like a level 50 agent in a week or anything. I think it's all based on doing it gradually as the game progresses. So, but the thing is, like I said, players like us that have been dying for new content and systems, we are going to lap it all up and try and get as far as possible. So that frustration comes from that, I suppose, you know, having to be forced to do older content and forced to accept the low drop rate as it is. Again, if you don't want to wait, you can buy a pack. You just saw what happened when I bought 10 packs. I got 2 agents out of it. Not of the epic quality, of course, because those are super rare, but that's one way for you to get them. Now, in terms of mission rewards, like at the very early levels, like I've seen this in the forums a lot, the rewards are not worth it. The 15 minutes one, the short missions, you only get distillates that are like 200 cc, which at level 50, and if your gear is way higher than mine, like look, I haven't been playing a lot, so my gear's still in the purples, but there are other players out there, a lot of the player base are way ahead of me in terms of gear. What is a 200 cc distillate gonna do for you? Nothing. And when you try and put that and spend it on a mythic type weapon, you're only going to be spending more anima shards, so it's kind of worthless to try and do that. And earlier on, I think early in the week, you know, if you did get one of those distillates, you couldn't destroy them. So the only way was to spend the anima shards. I think they've kind of changed that now. I'm not too sure, but I don't have any with me. So that is something I have experienced as well. A lot of the 200cc distillates. The thing is, like I said, I think the system, if it came out at launch, I think a lot of people will appreciate that. Or if you're leveling an alt character, then the 200cc, you can just pump it into a low B weapon or whatever. But I guess the more you do this system, and the higher tier of missions you unlock, then I guess the rewards will be better. I'm not there yet, so I can't really say whether it's going to be worth it or not. But for those of you that are actively playing Secret World Legends, you're probably going to be messing with the agent roster system, the network system anyway, so it's going to happen naturally. But those of you that have left the game, is this worth coming back for? Probably not, because it's a time passive-based progression system that requires for you to get the best, the maximized, you know, the effectively and efficiently leveling up your agents to get into the support role to give you passive bonuses whenever you need to be playing the game. Otherwise, because there's no app that you can log into, even though Funcom said that, you know, they were thinking about it, but they don't have the resources for it. So there's no app that you can access from offline to try and get this thing done. You have to be in game. So that's that. Do I feel like this is... Okay, you know what? The system itself, I think it's nice to have. It's something for me to do if I'm actively playing the game. I think it's nice that, you know, I have agents to send them on. I think the flavor text of all these stuff is great. The missions can get repetitive, but again, I'm only in tier 1, so the higher that gets, maybe more flavor there is. But there are other issues as well, like on my Templar character, I did get a mission that was for the Illuminati. You know, the text-wise, it says send an agent to go fix the cameras in New York, and I went and did that as a Templar, sending my agent, and then Kristen Jury says she approved it. She liked what you did, which doesn't make sense lore-wise, you know, because I'm a Templar person, and I'm doing stuff for the Illuminati, and that just completely breaks your immersion in lore if that's important to you, because it kind of seems like faction rivalries don't matter anymore, which is really kind of sad, because that's what, you know, I was interested in the Secret World for, besides the epic story. So I think there needs to be more faction-specific missions that will just enhance, you know, the flavor of this entire agent network thing. And so far, I haven't really seen... Most of the agents seem to be faction-neutral. I don't specifically know any agents you'll get that are faction-related, which I hope there will be, because that would make much more sense, right? You are now an agent handler, and you're sending out agents supposedly for your faction. It feels like now you're just sending out agents for yourself, which is weird, I guess. So I hope in the future they can add more faction-specific missions and faction-specific agents, because that would make much more sense. The entire game is based around, you know, the 3 factions. So that's that. Other than that, you know, if you compare it to other games like, you know, Warcraft or whatever, those systems, they don't have the auto buy something in the store to complete it. They don't have these, but other games like Neverwinter or whatever, they do, you know. And again, Funcom, Secret World Legends, free-to-play game, they need to try and monetize to some way, so using the Aurum to expedite the missions or buying the booster packs are a way for them to monetize it. So that is that, I suppose. As for me personally, I do like the collectible nature of the system, because I'm into that. I like having, you know, a bunch of agents to send on missions. The flavor text, again, is great, can be repetitive, but can be better as well. So let's just hope they can add more you know, stuff to this that's going to be worth collecting, especially from the rewards, because early mission rewards right now don't do a damn thing for me, but as I go higher, hopefully the rewards will be better. And that's basically it. That's my 2 cents on the agent network system. It's been a pretty long video, and I hope I've covered all the basic points. Look, I'm also going to be sharing a couple of resources for you guys. There's a Google spreadsheet that a player created that's actually very helpful. It lists all the agents, where they got it to drop from, what are their bonuses and everything. I'm going to list that in the description box below, so go and check it out if you're a new player or a returning player. And for those of you that do play Secret World Legends, I want to know what you think of the agent network system. Feel free to share that in the comments section below. And that's it from me, guys. It's kind of snowing here in Agartha for some reason. So, yeah, I'm out of here. Hit the like button if you found this video helpful. Hit the dislike button if you didn't find it helpful. And if you're new here, hey, subscribe to the channel for more MMO content. I play all kinds of games, and I review MMOs. That's what I do here. So, once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching. Hey, welcome to the end screen. If you've made it this far, it means you've watched the entire video, and I thank you very much for that. If you want to watch more videos, you can click the cards at the bottom here, anyone would do. And you can subscribe to my channel by hitting the big round button here to get notifications on all my latest videos. See you guys in the next video.